Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dick Rasmussen Field at Ankeny High School, home of the Hawkettes. Today's competition is an Iowa High School Athletic Union sponsored event and is provided for the entertainment of the spectators and players. Please respect the players, coaches, other spectators, and the officials by displaying good sportsmanship. With that being said, we'd like to recognize our umpires for tonight's game. I do apologize, I only got one of the two names, so I'm sorry, but we do want to thank both of you. Out of respect, I won't announce either one of your names. But thank you very much. Now it's time for the starting lineups. Let's first meet the visitors, the Valley Tigers. Leading off, playing center field, number 2, Ireland Broderick. At second base, number 1, Carrie Rose. The shortstop, number 12, Marin Heller. Playing first base, number 8, Claire Long. In left field, number 27, Mackenzie Moeller. The right fielder, number 4, Anna Eastman. Playing third base, number 13, Audrey Heller. Pitching, number 21, Alexa Sieber-Schmerz. The designated player, number 10, Emma Scully. And in the flex position, catching, number 22, Paige Christensen. The Tigers are coached by Tom Bakey, assistant coach Megan Rushing, and Randy Rebarger. And now for your Ankeny Hawkettes. Leading off, playing center field, number 1, Avery Nelson. The designated player, number 7, Aubrey Linsmeyer. At catching, number 25, Ava Tomlinson. The pitcher, number 14, Abby Rusher. Playing third base, number 19, Kaylin Miller. At first base, number 28, Grayson Adams. Playing second base, number 8, Lily Hans. At shortstop, number 18, Grace Rude. In right field, number 9, Morgan Fisher. And in the flex position, playing left field, number 31, Hannah Howard. The Hawkettes are coached by David Bingham, assistant coaches Sarah Saladino, Ashley Lee, and Kennedy Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please join us and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America, those who protect our freedom, with the playing of our national anthem.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Okay guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones!
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to softball here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team. Andy Pollack with you here tonight as number 1 Valley is in town to take on the number 6 Ankeny Hawkettes softball team. The Hawkettes having a great season right now, a split on Wednesday night with number 4 Centennial. Lost to 4A number 1 North Polk here over the weekend, then came back and beat Ballard, who they lost to earlier in the season. So excited to see what the Hawkettes have in store here tonight. As in the circle is Abby Rusher. Rusher, future college pitcher, is having an outstanding senior campaign around the infield for the Hawkettes. Kaylin Miller at third. Grace Rude at short, Lily Hans at second, Grayson Adams at first. Ava Tomlinson is the catcher here tonight. In left field, Hannah Howard. In center field, Avery Nelson and Morgan Fisher out in right, as the Valley Tigers will come up to bat tonight with their leadoff batter, Ireland Broderick. Valley, like you said, ranked number 1, winners of 14 in a row right now, and they are on a tear. They beat Pleasant Valley over the weekend. Pleasant Valley has spent several weeks this season ranked number 1. As Broderick steps up to the plate here, the lefty. As already a foul ball has come in from the baseball field into the crowd as Broderick slaps that one out into left field, and Hannah Howard with a diving catch out in left field, backhands it, makes the play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Carrie Rose. Another lefty here in the lineup. Beautiful night here tonight if you like cool weather. Stiff breeze blowing out to left field. Blankets in the crowd as Rose shows bunt and pulls back, and the count quickly is 2-0 to her. Both teams dressed in black tonight, so we'll try to keep it let you know who is who. Right now it is Ankeny in the field, Valley batting, and the count is 3-0 to Carrie Rose. And that does catch the corner for strike 1. Nice crowd on hand here from Ankeny here tonight. 3-1 pitch is outside, and Rose draws the walk with 1 out here in the top of the first. And that'll bring up Marin Heller. Heller, an outstanding shortstop for Coach Tom Bakey. The changeup comes in right away from Rusher, and Rusher has pitched 5 balls here in the last 6 pitches. Heller, future Florida State softball player. That pitch misses upstairs. Carrie Rose over at first right now for the Tigers. And that pitch does catch the inside corner for a strike. As Heller awaits the 2-1. Swings on that one and fouls it right past Coach Tom Bakey. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Little change up. Heller sits on it over there to third base, and Miller picks off Rose at second as she throws it to Hans, so Heller reaches on the fielder's choice. And the Hawkettes knock out the lead runner. And that'll bring up Claire Long. And that's an off-speed strike to Long.
That'll be our game plan.
Claire Long comes in batting .333 on the season. Tomlinson off her glove. Heller heads into second on the pass ball. Valley 26-4 on the season. Hawkettes 19-14. This first game of a doubleheader here tonight. No score here early on. 1-1 count. As Long lays off that rise ball, Marin Heller out at second base right now. For Valley. A couple nice defensive plays for the Hawkettes here early on. As that ball's popped up on the infield, drifting back towards the fence, and Tomlinson can't quite breadbasket that one in. That wind is blowing that ball out towards left field at a pretty strong clip, and it looked like it was coming back over the fence and then blew back in. Tough to get a beat on that one. And the count is 2-2. As Long sits on that pitch, fouls it off. Long pops that one up into center field. Nelson comes in to get it and makes the play for out number 3. No runs off no hits, no errors. As we head to the bottom of the first, Hawkettes Tigers tied at 0 here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
With U.S. Cellular Prepaid, you're always connected to the people who matter most. Even in the most hard-to-reach places. Get nationwide 5G coverage. And now, get 2 lines of unlimited data for just $60 a month. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
And welcome back here to the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team. As Valley heads out to play defense, Hawkettes going to lead off with Avery Nelson, the hard-hitting Aubrey Lensmeyer, and Ava Tomlinson here in the bottom of the first. Around the infield for Valley, the Heller and Heller sisters over on the left side. There at third and short, Carrie Rose at second, Long at first. Alexis Stevermer pitching in the circle tonight. Christensen, the catcher, out in the outfield. Moeller in left. Broderick in center. Easton in right. As Nelson, the speedy lefty, steps up first. Nelson coming into this game batting .398 with an on-base average of .424. Depending on the lineup for the night, she'll either bat first or second. Tonight, without Kenzie Erringdale in the lineup, she'll be leading things off for Coach Dave Bingham. First pitch is a strike. Fouls that one right back at us. And quickly down in the count 0-2 is Nelson. She fouls that one off, slices it over towards the parking lot. And the high school here. Oh, and 2 the count to Nelson. She pops that one back as well. Souvenir for a fan as it clunks into the crowd. Alexa Stevermer, the pitcher tonight for Valley, 13-1 on the season. Starter for game 1 with a 1.51 earned run average. And that pitch is a ball to Nelson with a quality at bat coming up here to start. Nelson rips that one, and it's going to be just foul down the right field line, and that's Nelson pulling the ball. So she's been all over the place on the spray chart here in her first at bat. Count still 1-2. The 1-2. And Nelson checks her swing and holds off on that one, even things up at 2 apiece. They're going to peel down to first base to no avail. Makes the count 2-2. And Nelson hacks that one again. That one goes out in the bullpen. And the count remains 2-2. So Nelson going deep into this first at bat. Swing and a miss as Stevermer got her on the rise ball for the first out of the game.
Stepping to the plate, designated player number 7,
Aubrey Lensmeyer batting second here for the Hawkettes. Lensmeyer on the season batting .227, leads the team with 7 home runs. Gets a hold of that one, and I think that's going to be number 8 all the way back, and it's over! Lensmeyer crushes the first pitch she sees. There is a stiff breeze blowing out to left field, and she didn't need it at all. There was no doubt about that one for Lensmeyer off the bat. It found the sweet spot.
Catcher number 25, Ava Tomlinson.
And that'll bring up Ava Tomlinson. Tomlinson batting .272 on the season. Big swing from Ava right away to start for strike 1. Foul tip back into the glove of Christensen for strike 2. In their 14-game winning streak right now for the Tigers, the most runs they've given up at any point during that stretch was 5 to Norwalk. They've been playing outstanding defense. They also, including in that, is a 19-2 win over top 5 team Waukee Northwest as Tomlinson swings and misses. So Valley has been on an absolute tear.
Now batting pitcher number 14.
And they do not give up many runs. That hit by Lensmeyer was huge. So bring up the pitcher, Abby Rusher. Watches that first pitch down low. And Rusher hacks that one out into center field, and it was misread a little bit, but coming in to make the play late was Broderick. But the Hawkettes score a big one here in the first inning. A bomb by Aubrey Lensmeyer as we head to the top of the second. Hawkettes in the lead, 1-0 here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Back here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team. Ankeny leads number 1 Valley 1-0 after 1.
Leading off for Valley, left fielder, number 27, Mackenzie Moeller.
Mackenzie Moeller will lead things off for Valley here in inning number 2. Rusher gets that first strike. And goes way inside of some chin music on Moeller. Even up the count at 1 apiece. That ball misses upstairs as well to make it 2-1. And that ball is crushed by Moeller, and that's going to go and be caught. The ball stayed in. I thought it was going out of play. And Hannah Howard makes another nice play out in left field for out number 1.
Howard out in left field, stepping to the plate, the right fielder, number 4, Anna Easton.
First pitch misses. And that catches the inside corner on Anna Easton. Sun's coming out for the first time maybe all day long here. Easton pops that one up on the infield over there to Miller at third, and she makes the play for out number 2.
The 2 outs batter, third baseman, number 13, Audrey Heller.
First pitch now to Audrey Heller is a strike. Little off speed, misses just low there from Rusher. Two and one now the count. to Heller. And that ball is just foul as it goes just outside of the bag down there at third base. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. And that ball's popped up over there to Rude at short, and she makes the play for out number 3. No runs, no hits once again for Valley as we head to the bottom of the second. Hawkettes in the lead, 1-0 here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Want to test drive US Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. US Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive US Cellular free for 30 days.
Kaylin Miller leading things off in the bottom of the second here for Valley. Excuse me, for Ankeny. The wrong page pulled up on my score sheet. Miller quickly up in the count, 2-0. And that pitch from Stevermer catches the outside corner for a strike. Makes the count 2-1 now to Kaylin Miller, the third baseman here tonight. Already has an out. Shows bunt but pulls back, and that does catch the outside corner. Even up the count at 2 apiece. And Miller swings at that one, misses. Ball is dropped, but they are able to throw down to first along to get the out. Third strikeout of the night for Stevermer. One hit through 1 1/3 innings for the Hawkettes, and it's a big one, a home run from Aubrey Lensmeyer, her 8th of the year. And now up comes Grayson Adams and the sunshine. Shadows on the field for the first time today as Adams watches that first pitch miss upstairs. Adams, a freshman. Been in and out of the lineup sporadically this year, starting at first base here tonight. And there's a strike at the knees. A little bit in front of that pitch was Adams, makes the count 1-2. And on the outside corner, the fourth strikeout of the night for Stevermer.
Stepping to the plate, second baseman number 8, Lily Hans.
Lily Hans, who was outstanding over the weekend and last week with her glove at second base, steps up to the plate now. And she hacks that one to center. That's all the way back. And the second home run of the night for the Hawkettes to take a 2-0 lead. Hans straight away center.
Hans with a solo home run makes the score 2-0. Stepping to the plate is the shortstop, number 18, Grace Root.
And Grace Rude now steps up to the plate. Rude playing shortstop here tonight. 2 big home runs for the Hawkettes in the first and second inning. Rude watches that first pitch low and away for ball 1. Swing and a miss there for the strike. Rude shows bunt, pops it up, and it rolls back foul. That ball would have come to rest on the plate. That's a fair ball. It was close. Makes the count 1-2. And Rude fouls that one off. One and two the count to Grace Rude. And swung on and missed. Stevermer, with her 5th strikeout of the night, has given up 2 hits, and both are big ones. Home runs for the Hawkettes.
1 hit, no errors, no one left on base.
So we head to the top of the 3rd here on the Ankeny Activities Network. Hawkettes in the lead, 2-0.
And Broderick.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Top of the 3rd, the Tigers will go to bat with their 8, 9, and 1 batters, Stevermer, Scully, and Broderick.
Leading off for Valley, pitcher number 21, Alexa.
Good defense behind Abby Rusher in the circle so far. 7 up, 6 down, and the only runner has come with a walk. Stevermer watches that first pitch for a ball. And Rusher goes way inside on that one to make the count 2-0. And that's right down the middle of the plate for a strike. And swung on a miss there from Rusher. Quickly back in it is Rusher at 2-2. And Stevermer fouls that over to the bullpen. Keeps the count at 2-2. Go off speed. Stevermer sits on it, and Howard heading back towards the fence and makes the play over her shoulder out in left field. 3 plays made tonight for Howard out there. Having herself quite the night.
Number 10, Emma Scully.
I'll bring up Emma Scully, the designated player. Scully batting for the catcher, Christensen. And that pitch catches the inside corner from Rusher. Wind is blowing out to left center field right now, probably about 15 miles an hour. It's 67 degrees here on the south side of Ankeny, our game day health men's forecast. And that pitch drops in for a strike as well. Rusher toying around with the Tigers at the moment. Defense is making plays behind her. And that just misses upstairs. The 1-2 fouled back. Rusher throws the little drop change, just misses downstairs. And that ball by Scully up to Hans at second. Quickly throws it over to Adams at first. And actually, that is Lensmeyer in there at first base.
2 outs brings to the top of the order. Center fielder number 2, Ireland Broderick.
For out number 2. And back to the top of the order with Ireland Broderick. Broderick flew out to left in her first at bat. A sliding catch by Hannah Howard out there in left field, the senior. First pitch is a ball. That one misses upstairs as well for ball 2. And that's on the inside corner. Fastball from Rusher pops the mid of Tomlinson. Two on the count. Broderick fouls that one out of play. Makes the count 2-2. A little off speed, just misses upstairs. Full count now to Broderick. That ball hacked to center field. Nelson goes back and makes the play about 8 feet in front of the fence. Another out there. No runs, no hits.
There's no one left on base. Due up 4.
Hawkettes still in the lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Going to try to add to that right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones!
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Right fielder, number 9, Morgan Fisher.
This will be Morgan Fisher, the number 9 batter for the Hawkettes, leading things off here in the bottom of the third. Delayed strike call there as it was right at the knees of Fisher. Fisher shows bunt, and she hustles down, and Fisher showing the wheels is safe at first. Perfectly placed bunt there right between the pitcher and third base. And Fisher, the 8th grader, shows off the wheels. Talented track runner as well. And back to the top of the order with Avery Nelson. Hawkettes got some speed on the base paths and speed at the plate right now with Nelson. If they can get to Lensmeyer with a couple batters on, they'll feel really good about it. As Nelson watches that first pitch for a strike. And that ball's hit by Nelson all the way back. And oh, wow, a great play made out in center by Broderick. They've been playing in on Nelson, and she got all of it. Broderick catches it over her head right out there in center field, and that will keep Fisher at first base.
Designated player, number 7, Aubrey Lensmeyer.
And that would have been a big one right there as Nelson was motoring. Bring up Aubrey Lensmeyer, who has seen one pitch tonight, and it was a home run to left field. She watches the first pitch as a pitch out for ball 1. Morgan Fisher over at first, trying to add to this Hawkette lead. Again, they go long ways out on Lensmeyer, makes the count 2-0. Lensmeyer steps back in. 2-0 the count to her. And a little off-speed misses downstairs to make it 3-0. You're going to want to be careful with Aubrey and her 8 home runs on the season right now, how they pitch to her. And Aubrey draws a 4-pitch walk. Ava Tomlinson, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but now has a couple runners on. If she can get something to the right side, look out. That speed of Fisher, and they are deep in the outfield right now for Ava. She watches that first pitch upstairs from Stevermer for the ball. Coach Bakey wants to go out and have a conversation with Alexis Stevermer. We'll take a timeout as well and be back right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
With U.S. Cellular Prepaid, you're always connected to the people who matter most. Even in the most hard-to-reach places. Get nationwide 5G coverage. And now, get 2 lines of unlimited data for just $60 a month. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
A quick conversation from Coach Tom Bakey with his infield, and we're back in action here with Morgan Fisher on second base, Aubrey Lensmeyer on first with 1 out, and Ava Tomlinson with a 1-0 count on her. And that pitch is right down the middle for strike 1. Hawkettes have looked good defensively through 3 innings. Have to be feeling great about the direction this team is headed on the defensive side. Have made some great plays lately. There's a pitch out again. They throw down to try to get Fisher, and she is picked off of second base. That was a called play as they pitched out, had it high. Christensen threw it down to Rose, put the tag right on Fisher's head. And that is a huge shot to the hopes of Hawkettes scoring a run here in this inning. As Tomlinson then fouls that one off. Makes the count 2-2. Lensmeyer still over at first right now for the Hawkettes. Two to Tomlinson. This is upstairs, loads up the count. Full count pitch to Tomlinson. Fouls off. Full count pitch and swing and a miss. So the out on the base paths and a strikeout quickly gets Valley out of trouble as we head to the top of the fourth, Fast moving game here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Top of the fourth as Valley has really struggled to get any base runners on so far. Carrie Rose, one of those base runners, she walked in her first at bat. Rose goes with that one as well. It's now 0-2. And they missed just outside from Rusher there to make the count 1-2. Rose thought about that one as it was drifting upward. And that's going to be the first hit of the night right there as Rose got around on it. And that'll bring up Marin Heller, the future Seminole for Florida State.
Shortstop number 6, number 12, Marin Heller.
Heller batting .433 on the season. Shows bunt, lays it down the first baseline. It gets under the glove of Rusher and all the way through the infield. Is safe at third. In the corner is Rose. She never slowed down at all. And I'm not sure how that's going to be ruled. That could go either way. Waiting for the ruling for sure on that one. As now Coach Bingham wants to have a little conversation with runners in the corners on the infield. Rose at third, Heller at first. A perfectly placed bunt there from Heller. Just going to discuss things with Coach Bingham about how they're going to handle this first and third situation. Some speed from Rose over at third. In this situation right now, though, not sure Valley is playing for just one. As Claire Long steps up to the plate. Looks like it will be ruled an error on that last bunt.
First baseman, number 8, Claire Long.
Sun is out and bright for a couple minutes anyway before another big cloud ready to come in. And probably shortly after these games get over tonight, we're going to get a lot of rain here in Ankeny, Polk County. 2-0 right now. Hawkettes in the lead with Long up to bat. First pitch in the dirt as they throw back down to third. Runners all stay. And the count is 1-0. Again, I think Valley's playing for a big inning right now with runners in the corners not wanting to sacrifice now. And that ball is hit a mile in the air to left, but they had the left fielder playing all the way back, and it drops. Howard couldn't quite come in and make it, but they had it. The outfield was all the way back to the wall for Long, and the first run of the game comes across for the Tigers. Carrie Rose scores. Marin Heller moves to third. As that was a long run to be made for Howard, and that is ruled a hit.
Stepping to the plate, left fielder number 27, Mackenzie Moeller.
And with nobody out, Valley now has runners on first and second for Mac Moeller. Watches the first pitch upstairs. Getting those early base runners on makes it very tough on a defense. Carrie Rose with a single. Heller got on with an error, and Claire Long with a single. And now it's 2-0 to Mac Moeller. And that catches the inside corner for the strike. 2-1 the count to Muller. And she gets a hold of that one, and that's just going to be a long strike, but that got over the fence. Foul. She got all of that one, and it's 2-2. A little off speed, and Muller hacks it just foul down the first baseline. So she's gone both ways, very patient hitting there for Mackenzie Muller. Two-two pitch to Muller. And she pops that one out into left field, and Howard comes in, makes the catch. Runner tags. Howard throws home, and safe at the plate is Heller. Ties it up. And Claire Long stays at second.
Stepping to the plate, right fielder, number 4, Anna Easton.
Anna Easton, who flew out to third base in her first at-bat. First pitch comes across the inside corner for a strike. Here's the 0-1 to Easton. Fouls it back at the fence. Could be a big out here for Rusher. The 0-2. On the outside corner for the strikeout, looking for strikeout of the night for Rusher.
So 2 away, the batter, third baseman.
That's a big out for Rusher, trying to keep this game tied up. Audrey Heller flew out to short in her first at-bat. Two and 0 the count now to Heller. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And Heller fouls that one off to even up the count. Two and 2. Ball hacked over there, and that's going to drop in the gap there between left and center, and the go-ahead run comes across in the form of Claire Long. Valley, who had no hits coming into this inning, just got their third along with an error, has it tied up at, they've now taken the lead 3-2. And the pitcher, Alexa Stevermer, steps up to the plate.
Batting pitcher, number 21, Alexa Stevermer.
Stevermer pops that one up on the infield. Rude makes the call and can't catch the ball, and sliding into third, safe over there at third, is Heller. And Rude couldn't make the play on the infield. And Stevermer on base. Second error of the inning for the Hawkettes.
courtesy running number 25, Press Rumick. And stepping to the plate is the designated player, number 10, Emma Scully.
Ball's popped up and out of play there from Scully. Remick in to run at first for Stevermer. And runners in the corners here right now for Valley. 3 hits and 2 errors for the Hawkettes in this inning. Oh, off-speed pitch. Remick safe into second on the stolen base. So some speed out on the base paths now for the Tigers. Ball's popped up right at me. Thought it might be coming through my window at my equipment. That would have knocked us off the air for a little while. Here's the 1-2. And on the inside corner, and Rusher gets out of the inning with 2 strikeouts looking. 3 hits, so, and 2 errors. Has Valley in the lead, 3-2. Back with the Hawkettes half of the inning after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Want to test drive US Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. US Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive US Cellular free for 30 days.
Abby Rusher steps up to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th, trying to help her own cause. Valley put 8 batters up in that top of the 4th. Rusher watches that first pitch in the dirt for a ball. And now 2-1. And ball's popped up over off the top of the dugout for Ankeny. And Rusher pops one through the 5.5 hole. Leadoff single for the pitcher. As we'll have Josie Parton come in to run in our first Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution of the evening.
Courtesy running for the Hawkettes, number 3, Josie Parton.
Kaylin Miller
Batting is the third baseman, number
steps
19,
up to the
Kaylin
plate.
Miller.
Miller shows bunt, pulls back. They try to go pick off Rusher over there at first with Rose coming over to cover. All it ends up being is just a dramatic ball. Wind still howling out to left field. As Miller sacrifices a runner over, and a pickoff situation, and Parton rounded second hard and ends up safe at third. Josie Parton looked like she might be in some trouble, but the throw went out into left field. Heller couldn't hang on to it.
Stepping to the plate, first baseman, number 28, Grayson Adams.
And now with one out, Grayson Adams is trying to get something to the grass right now and tie this game up. And first pitch swung on and missed. And that pitch misses inside. One and one the count right now to Adams. Shows bunt and pops it up, and not quite able to make the play is Christensen. And that'll make the count 1-2. And there's a swing and a miss for Adams.
Batting, second baseman, number 8,
Second out of the inning. Lily Hahn steps up to the plate now. She's got a home run in this game. Watches that first pitch. The meatball there for strike one. And the count quickly 0-2 to Hans. Hans fouls that one off. Hans swing and a miss, and Stevermer gets out of the inning with a jam there as we head to the top of the fifth. Valley in the lead here, 3-2 on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Ireland Broderick leads things off for Valley here in the top of the 5th. Valley has 3 hits. The Hawkettes have 2 errors, and they all took place in the top of the last inning, and that's why the Tigers lead right now 3-2. Broderick 0 for 2 with a couple outfield fly balls tonight, and now she's up in the count 3-0. Broderick was the only Tiger that did not come to the plate in the 4th inning. And that ball misses upstairs. Broderick draws the leadoff walk. Just the 2nd walk of the night issued by
Stepping to the plate. Second baseman, number 1.
Abby Rusher. That'll bring back up Carrie Rose, who's 1 for 1 on the night with a walk. Her single led to lead off the last inning, led to that big inning for Valley. Runner goes and easily in there safe at second. There's a little miscommunication on who was covering. And Broderick gets a stolen base. Rose shows bunt and slides it through the infield. Another hit there. And Rose is now 2 for 2. Runners in the corners for Valley, and they're in business once again here in the top of the 5th.
Batting for the Tigers, shortstop number 12.
And they get back to the future Florida State Seminole, Marin Heller. Heller shows bunt. They try the little pickoff move, and the runner's safe at second with another stolen base for the Tigers is Carrie Rose, and now runners in scoring position for Heller, and that was a called strike. As Heller hacks that out into right field, and that's going to score 1 run, and they're going to hold up Rose at third. Another hit there, actually the first hit of the night for Heller. So a walk and 2 singles.
Now batting, first baseman number 8, Claire Long.
And Coach Bingham wants to make a pitching change here. Or no, he's just going to bring in Lensmeyer to warm up a little bit as Rusher will stay in the circle. Nobody out. Valley leading 4-2 with runners in the corners here in the top of the 5th.
Grayson Adams is playing first base.
Grayson Adams comes in to run. The Hearts of Ankeny, excuse me, she's in there to play first base. Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. And now Claire Long comes back up. She's 1 for 2 on the night. They throw back to third, and the runner in safely at second. Another stolen base for Valley. And the count is 1-0 now to Claire Long. Valley has sent a lot of batters up to the plate the last 2 innings. Long watches that one go. Long hacks that one out, and that's going to be another hit. As another run comes in to score, Heller's safe at third, and runners in the corners once again. Valley just moving station to station right now. A walk and 3 singles.
Now batting left fielder number 27.
Here in the 5th. Mac Moeller, who's 0 for 1 officially on the day, also has a sac fly. That scored a run in the 4th. Watches that first pitch for a strike. One to Moeller. Wow, just smoked a laser foul out in left field that hit the school. Makes the count 1-2. She got absolutely all of that one. The 1-2 to Moeller in the dirt. And Moeller crushes that one all the way back, and a 3-run home run there for Mac Moeller. Gives Valley an 8-2 lead. Moeller's 7th home run of the year. And it looks like Aubrey Lensmeyer will come in to pitch. And while we have that, our U.S. Cellular call to the pen will be back, with the Tigers now in a commanding lead 8-2 in the top of the 5th on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones!
Stepping to the plate for
Back in here in the top of the 5th, nobody out yet, as all 5 Valley players that have stepped to the plate have scored. Aubrey Lensmeyer, who's usually the game 2 starter, already in right now in the top of the 5th. And she switches places with Rusher over at first. Lensmeyer's first pitch is a strike. 8-2, the number 1 Tigers in the lead. This game was a 2-0 lead for the Hawkettes as we got to the 4th, and that's when Valley has exploded. Ball's fouled back to the baseball field. check swing there for Easton. And the count is 2-2. Now 3-2. That ball hacked fair down the third baseline. A single there for Easton. 6 base runners in a row have reached safely.
Batting, third baseman, number 13, Audrey Heller.
Audrey Heller watches that first pitch for a strike. The runner at first is Anna Easton. Heller 1 for 2 on the night. That pitch misses just upstairs. 1-1 the count. Now 2-1. And that's over to Rude at short and makes the play to Hahn sliding into second. They get the first out of the inning there on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Stevermer, the pitcher.
Batting pitcher, number 21, Alexa Stevermer.
Stevermer 0 for 2 on the night. Got on with an error in the last inning. Fouls that one off. So with Audrey Heller over on first, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. That pitch misses outside as well. 1-1 the count. Cool night here on the south side of Ankeny. That also misses outside. That ball's popped up into shallow left field, and Rude can't make the play. Safe there, but they do get the fielder's choice at second as Heller was stuck in a tough situation, had to wait for it to drop. So no error will be charged there because they do get the out.
The two-way batter, designated player, number 10, Emma Sully. Courtesy running is Press Remick.
Remick back in to run at first for Stevermer. As Scully, the 9th batter of the inning, steps up. There's been 17 batters that have come to the plate for the Tigers in the last 2 innings. And Remick safe at second on the stolen base. Ball's popped up over into right field, and making the play out there is Morgan Fisher for the out. Valley, though, 8 runs in that inning.
1.5 innings, 5 runs, 5 hits.
5 runs and 5 hits, no errors, as they've taken a commanding 8-2 lead. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th here with Rude, Fisher, Nelson coming up to the plate for the Hawkettes.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Want to test drive US Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. US Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive US Cellular free for 30 days.
The bottom of the 5th.
Stepping to the plate, shortstop number 18.
Hawkettes trying to get back into this one. Grace Rude 0 for 1 on the night. Stevermer misses way outside there. And there's a pitch from Stevermer that gets Rude swinging. One and one the count to Rude. Rude hacks that one out into right field. Coming in to make the play is Easton for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder number 9, Morgan Fisher.
Bring up Morgan Fisher, who's 1 for 1 on the day. Got on with a bunt in the 3rd. And Valley is playing in a lot. Right now you see over at, they're actually playing with Rose in right beside Stevermer on that right side. The count is 2-0 to Fisher, now 3-0. And Fisher draws a 4-pitch walk. Fisher on base safely for the 2nd time tonight.
Now batting, center fielder.
She did get picked off at her first time on base. She might be a little more safe this time out there on the base paths. And now Avery Nelson back to the leadoff. Nelson 0 for 2 on the night. Nelson hacks that one and is just foul. About 18 inches foul out there in left field. And that would have been extras for Nelson. 0-2 now, the count to Nelson. Runner at first is Fisher. And that misses outside, and Nelson makes the count 1-2. Nelson rips it over and do a double play. The liner over to Long, steps on first, and that's 3 outs. Wow.
1.5 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Due up for Valley, Broderick, Rose, and Heller.
We'll head to the top of the 6th. Valley in the lead 8-2 here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
In the top of the 6th, Valley back to the top of the order here with Ireland Broderick.
Number 2, Ireland Broderick.
She led things off for Valley to bat around the order in their 5-run 5th inning, and they lead right now 8-2. And she fouls that one off. Aubrey Lensmeyer in to pitch right now for the Hawkettes. Abby Rusher started the night and is in line for the decision at the moment. (0-1) the count. Broderick shows bunt and pulls back, evens up the count at 1 apiece. And that pitch misses outside as well. And now 3-1 to Broderick. A lot of blankets in the bleachers tonight. It is a cool night in the 60s here on the south side of Ankeny. Unseasonably cold, they would call it. And leadoff walk for Broderick. And that's what started the hit parade for Valley in the last inning as well.
Batting second baseman number 1, Terry Rose.
And there's a strike to Rose. Rose on base all 3 times she's been at the plate tonight with 2 hits and a walk. Quick lead for Broderick over at first. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. And there's a strike on the outside corner to Rose. Rose's father, Brad, the activities director at Valley High School, here in the crowd tonight. Rose hacks that one out into left field, drifting away from Howard, who makes the play again. Hannah Howard's been sure-handed out there and left tonight.
Nice catch by Howard.
And gets Rose retired for the first time.
Stepping to the plate, shortstop number
Surprised
12,
Valley didn't
Mary
bunt there.
Heller.
They've been bunting a bunch with runners on tonight and been very successful doing it. And that'll bring up Marin Heller. Heller has been on base all 3 times tonight, several different ways. Runner goes, and in there again, safe at second. Ball dribbles out into left field and heading to third, and safe there at third as Rude went out. Excuse me, that was Hans sprinted all the way from her second base position all the way out there to left field as the ball went off of Broderick, stealing second, and dribbled off her and shot out into left field, and she got 2 stolen bases out of the deal. As Heller hacks that one foul. There's been a bunch of stolen bases tonight by the Tigers, showing off their speed once they get on the base paths. Heller reaches for that one. Nelson nearly loses her footing, but the sacrifice fly is going to score Broderick from third to give the Tigers a 9-2 lead.
Now batting number 8, the first baseman, Claire Long.
So that clears the bases, and Claire Long will step up to the plate. Long on the night, 2 for 3 for the Tigers. Over to Hans at second, picks it up and throws over to Rusher for the out. Valley adds another, though. They lead 9-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Grayson Adams steps up to the plate. Fouls that one back right at our cameraman, Drew. To dodge that one just a little bit. Counts 0-1. Adams fouls that one off. Again over at the vehicles. Our groundskeeper, Nick Hoskins, is over there trying to protect vehicles running around in the corner. Stevermer like to go inside on these right-handed batters. Oh, 0-2 the count right now to Adams. Runner goes. Adams fouls that one off as well. Miller over at first is expecting one of these 0-2 pitches to go in the dirt. That one is a pitch out outside and makes count 1-2. Got the windows open tonight with as beautiful as the night that it is, and it means our equipment is getting caked with dust. Welcome to the softball diamonds. 1-2 the count. Adams again fouls it off down the third baseline. and two the count. And they try to get her fishing out there on the outside corner. Can't do it. And it's 2-2. That's in the dirt. Adams with a great at-bat right now. Loads up the count from Stevermer. Full count pitch. And Adams again fouls it off. Way in front of everything here from Stevermer. Trying to finish this at-bat off on base is Adams. And she does. Great at-bat for the freshman Grayson Adams. Finishes with a walk. And that will bring up Lily Hans. Hans had a home run in the second inning. And it looks like Valley's going to go with a U.S. Cellular call to the pen. We'll get some information on their new pitcher right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Okay, guys, we're all here because U.S. Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones!
With US Cellular Prepaid, you're always connected to the people who matter most. Even in the most hard-to-reach places. Get nationwide 5G coverage. And now, get 2 lines of unlimited data for just $60 a month. US Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats. Steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts. All raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Entering the game,
Jocelyn Muir
is number 15, Jocelyn Muir. And stepping to the plate for the Hawkettes.
steps up as Lily Hans steps up to the plate. Hans 1 for 2 with a home run tonight as that sun is blasting us right now. It actually feels really good on a 65-degree night on July 1st. Happy birthday, Paul Yeager, by the way, a guy that does a lot of work for us. Taking the night off on his birthday. He'll be here on the 8th calling that game. Indianola here in town taking on the Hawkettes. He wouldn't tell me what number, and I think he's getting closer and closer to it ending in a 0. As Hans now down in the count 0-2. Kaylin Miller at second, Grayson Adams at first. And there's a strike. Knocks down Hans, and that'll bring up Grace Rude, who's 0 for 2 on the night. Actually, looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter now, Maddie Myers, coming in to hit.
Stepping to the plate for the Hawkettes, number 29, Maddie Myers.
First pitch from Myers is strike, and on the throwback, they pick off another runner. Second time tonight they've been able to go and pick off a runner at second base as Christensen just whips it down there and put the ball right on the face of that was of Kaylin Miller. And that means Myers will come back up as the pinch hitter, I assume, here, as the Hawkettes will try to win this thing in the 7th. Back after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Mackenzie Moeller steps up to the plate right now for Valley. First pitch on the outside corner from Aubrey Lensmeyer is a strike. Moeller 1 for 2 on the night with a home run, 3-run home run in that big 5-run 5th inning. That goes way outside, makes the count 2-1. And Moeller hacks that through the 5.5 hole for her second hit of the night.
Batting, right fielder, number 4, Anna Easton.
And bring up Anna Easton, who is 1 for 3 tonight. Reminder, this is the first game of a doubleheader here tonight. Have about a half-hour break in between games before we come back with our game number 2. Valley coach Tom Bakey over the weekend won his 1,000th career game. Quite the accomplishment. The guy can't be a day over 30 years old, and he's already won 1,000 games. Big swing and a miss there as runner goes. Another stolen base for Valley. 2-2 the count right now to Easton. And there's a swing and a miss, and Easton strikes out.
Batting third baseman,
Audrey Heller is 1 for 3 tonight, comes up next. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Ball's popped up out of play. Quickly ahead in the count is Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer toying around to that outside part of the zone. And that pitch is in the dirt. That ball sneaks through, another hit. Double-digit hits now for Valley as the throw comes in quickly. And runners on the corners, which the Tigers been really good with here tonight. Hiller 2 for 4 on the night. Sends Moeller over to third, and Stevermer, actually it won't be Stevermer now because she's already been taken out of the game pitching. And Coach Dave Bingham wants to discuss another first and third situation with his gals. So quick little discussion there in the circle once again.
Re-entering the game for the for the Tigers.
Stevermer will come in to hit. She is 0 for 3 on the night. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Hawkettes will go to bat with Rude, Fisher, and Nelson to try to get back in this game as Stevermer fouls that first one off over to the baseball field. Not sure if we got a final over there yet tonight. Yeah, I didn't see the game one has been done for a while, and I'm not sure who won. But Valley and Ankeny are in the same region for the postseason as that ball's put out into the gap. And a hit for Stevermer, and a little miscommunication out there. Another run comes across for Valley. And again, runners in the corners.
Number 25, Press Remick, will enter the game courtesy running back.
Remick. Actually, that is
The designated player, number 10, Emma Scully.
Stevermer stays there at first. Scully. And Scully puts that through. Nice diving stop by Rude, and out at second as Stevermer stayed up. Looked like she was going to be safe, and then she decelerated a bunch going into second base. And as a pitcher, she's usually not out there to run the bases, as Remick would normally be in there for her.
Is the center fielder, number 2, Ireland.
Scully gets on with it would have been a hit for Scully, but she ends up being on with the fielder's choice instead. And back to the top of the order with Broderick. Another run does come across, though, for Valley.
Courtesy running, number 23, Bryn Sibula.
Sibula comes in to run. First pitch in the dirt from Lensmeyer. Sibula over at first for Valley, back at the top of the order with Ireland Broderick. Broderick, a little dribbler over there to short. Rude has come up quickly, but Broderick is safe. Showing the wheels down there to first. Another hit, the 12th of the night for Valley. Actually, the first hit for the leadoff batter there, Broderick. She's had 2 walks, though.
Batting second baseman, number 1, Carrie Rose.
And Carrie Rose comes up next. She's 2 for 3. First pitch misses up and away for ball 1. Officially now into the third hour of this game number 1 tonight. Rose puts that over, and Rude can't backhand it, and actually picks it up and throws it off the helmet there of Sibula. She goes into third. And that'll be an error on Rude.
Batter, shortstop, number 12, Maren Heller.
And Maren Heller steps up to the plate. First pitch misses outside. Bases loaded for Heller. Hawkettes came in upset-minded tonight over number 1 Valley. In fact, led 2-0 heading into the top of the 4th. And it has been all Valley since then. 11 runs and 11 hits in the last 4 innings. As Heller slices that one out into right field, and it gets around Fisher out there. 1 run comes around, 2 come around, 3 come around, and Heller safe at third. And I think that's going to be a single with a 2-base error, I believe. But it clears the bases. So it's going to go down as a single with a 2-base error, and I'm not sure what they're going to do for pitching right now. 2 outs as Valley now up 14-4. Claire Long stepping up. She is 2 for 4 on the night. So there was a hit there. I believe that was the 13th hit of the night for Valley, and then the error came after. As Long watches that first pitch for a strike with Heller over there at first. Excuse me, at third. And Long puts that out into right field once again, and that's another hit. As Long's motoring to second, and she's in there safe with a double as Heller scored, and it's now 15-4. And now, again in this game, Valley has batted around in an inning.
Entering the game, number 7, running, Piper Broderick.
Piper Broderick checks in to run at second base. Another Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. For the second time this inning, Mac Moeller steps up to the plate. She led off the inning with a single. There's another strike from Lensmeyer. And that ball's hacked out into right field. Another hit. And another run comes around to score. Valley just keeps stringing together these hits. Second hit of the inning for Mac Moeller. 7 hits here in the 7th inning for Valley.
Number 4, Anna Easton.
And it's now 16-4. Valley well on their way to winning 15 in a row, and they have put up a lot of double-digit wins. As Anna Easton steps up to the plate. Two and two right now, the count to Easton. Reminder, we'll have about a half-hour break between these two games. Hawkettes will need to reset a little bit. And there's another shot to right center field, and Nelson makes a nice play out there, reaching over the top of her head to make the catch, but Valley puts up 7 more runs off 7 hits in that 7th inning. They lead 16-4 off a couple errors as well. At the bottom of the 7th. With 8-9-1, Rude, Fisher, and Nelson here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Maddie Myers.
Maddie Myers back into the game now to hit. She was up to the plate when the pickoff occurred in the last inning. And her first pitch is swung on and fouled off. Reminder, this is game one of a doubleheader. Sun might be down quite a ways by the time we get started with game number 2 tonight. And nice play over there at third by Heller. Throws it across the infield as Heller backhands it and makes the play to Long for out number 1.
Batting with one away, the right fielder, number 9, Morgan Fisher.
I'll bring up Morgan Fisher. She's been on base safely both times she's been up to the plate tonight. Fisher, just an 8th grader. And Valley playing with their second baseman, Rose, right up beside the pitcher, Muir. And both pitches are inside. They're trying to get that inside pitch to Fisher to get her to bunt it right to Rose. They don't want their pitcher to have to field this. And all 3 pitches have been inside. And a 4-pitch walk. Fisher on base safely once again. All 3 times tonight. Back to the top of the order with Avery Nelson, who's 0 for 3.
Batting for the Hawkettes, center fielder, number 1, Avery Nelson.
And Muir continues to work inside on these left-handed batters. 5 balls in a row, though. Six now. And there's a called strike. Fouled off there by Nelson. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Nelson hits a bomb to right field all the way back and caught right at the fence by Easton. She got all of it, just not quite enough as Easton found the wall and made the play. Out number 2 of the inning.
Pitcher number 7, Aubrey Lensmeyer.
That'll bring up Lensmeyer, who's been on safely every at-bat tonight. Has a home run, a single, and a walk. First pitch is a strike in at her hands.